afternoon, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Today it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
His counterpart on the other side, the head coach. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Here are the Bengals on offense, and here is Joe Burrow ready to lead them at quarterback.
And he's had such a sensational season to this point, leading the NFL in passing yards. He's been helped out a lot by an outstanding set of receivers, and he's quick to give them credit. But I think even they would tell you that he's the guy that makes this offense go.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 16 carries, 53 yards.
As always, priority number one for them is to secure the win this week. But priority number two, this guy right now who is 6th in the league in rushing. They want to give him that push to get him into the top 5 and really earn their status of being one of the best ground games in the NFL, as well as him being one of the lead backs too.
Burrow will throw. He'll get this into the hands of the rookie from Texas. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll run on first down. It's Shepard. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up second.
Now it's Burrow.
At the 47-yard line.
This is caught inside the 15. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bengals get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it ends with a Bengals score. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Turn as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here now the Cowboy offense onto the field to get their first crack at it. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, accentuate the positive. Because that's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now the first carry here for the running back. The numbers for him from a week ago. Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
First down. It's a gain of 23 yards.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
24-yard gain on the play.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Cowboys respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. And his stellar campaign continues. That now his 20th rushing touchdown on the year, a number that very few running backs have ever reached in a single NFL season. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bengals offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. And he's putting together a remarkable season. Currently the NFL's leader in passing yards as we play here in the month of December. The Bengals drive about to get going. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the pass.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. This is Gabriel out on the left side. And he is going to have the Bengals first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. From the 43, here's 2nd down and 1.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Burrow going to keep it, running right. And he'll get up near the 45. He'll spot it at the 44. A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Burrow gets this one quickly out wide. Only able to gain a couple there. And it'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's
motion man is Shakir.
At the 47-yard line.
Burrow looking to pass. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. So he stopped for no gain. And 3rd and 8 now. Now it's Burrow. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 39. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Up the middle they go. Shepard. This one past the 30 down to the 25. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 11 more on that one and another first down.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Shepard. A nice display of powerful running, but it takes him only to the 7. He's dropped there. 2nd down and 3. Ball on the 7.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now Burrow. The quick slant caught. And the Bengals are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And the Bengals first down.
They'll try to run this one in. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
Jet sweep. Here's Shakir. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Khalil Shakir, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Well, we've talked about it before. You know, this jet sweep, something a lot of teams like to run nowadays, and this one winds up in the end zone.
And it is all about creating different ways to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And wasn't it interesting at the end of this game? The head coach told us, I saw this sitting in my chair watching a Tuesday night college game and decided to implement it myself.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 2nd and 11.
Loss of 8 yards. Brings up 2nd and 11.
They'll look to throw here. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Yeah, he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9. They'll carry here for the big tight end. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 9. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 24-yard line. Give them 15 there. The Cowboys have a 1st.
1st down, Dallas.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from drawing level. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the 1st quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
So this drive spans 7 plays. And the finishing touch was that nice long run into the end zone. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Bengals offense and Joe Burrow getting set for this next drive. And he's come out of the gates hot. He's been on target with his throws, and that's reflected in the numbers as he'll look to keep it going here. Here's Burrow. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Out of bounds at the 32-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Shepard. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 46 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go play action with Burrow. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
At the 30-yard line.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Well, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Pretty entertaining start. 14-all the score on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Motion man is Shakir. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. That's complete right side to Gabriel. But he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
At the 46-yard line.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They'll look to throw. Shakir hauls it in. Bengals on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 9.
3rd and 9.
They run the counter. It's Shepard. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. The Cowboys offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. Now, he's had a knack for finding the end zone all season long. His numbers reflect that. Here we are in the month of December, and he sits atop the NFL leaderboard in terms of rushing touchdowns. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Wide open receiver complete. More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there.
At the 37-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there. Well, prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Yeah, boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. 2nd down. On play action, they'll throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 28.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Trucks over him. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Cowboys have broken the tie. So his big first half continues. His 3rd touchdown already. We'll have to keep watch as this game goes along, how much they want to continue to ride him, because he could be on his way to a record-setting performance. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead is now 21-14. So the drive there took 6 plays. And the last play, a really nice run that culminated in the touchdown. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. He had the touchdown pass earlier, adding to his impressive season total as you take a look at the NFL leaders in touchdown passes at this point in the season. They'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. Shakes off the sand. And they'll get it out just short of the 45 at the 44. Burrow on his toes that time as they get the 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Well, he and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3-and-out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they pick up the first. And he's ready to pull the trigger on the keeper the moment it revealed itself.
And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7. 2nd down and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
The quick throw by Burrow is complete. And Chase going to pick up a Bengals 1st down as he's going to get this down to the 45-yard line.
That's good for a Bengals 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40.
Up the middle they go. Shepard. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now back to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
Brings up 2nd.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Burrow has his man. It's Shakir. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
To the air again, Burrow. That is caught. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 23. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st.
Bengals 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction,
under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
they were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Burrow will throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great play there. 29 yards. And the Bengals are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far. Fun to watch. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. They run a draw here on second down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Here's 3rd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that will be incomplete. So after 3 drives that ended touchdown, 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 they get bogged down on drive number 4.
Yeah, I don't know how excited you would be on the other side of the ball that they finally didn't score. You know, you're happy, of course, but at the same time, did you have that much to do with it, or did they just get tired?
Maybe it's just a sense of relief at this point. Pulled in at the 24. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Now it's Burrow. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 25-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
On 1st down, Shepard. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd.
They'll send a big tight end in motion right. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And this is Gabriel on the catch. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a 1st down. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now the Cowboys are going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. 2nd and 2, 1st down marker at the 5-yard line. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bengals have broken our tie as they take the lead.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set. In racing, going 3 wide's a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. Aubrey good with a PAT. And they will take a 7-point lead. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Cowboys offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. He's been a tough man to stop in this first half. He's putting up some big numbers already, and we have yet to reach halftime. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And we are hitting the home stretch here toward halftime, and to this point, this has been an exciting offensive explosion for both sides.
I think everyone in the stadium is going to have to regroup a little bit, including the two of us. Yeah, I think we have to get a little oxygen, relax a little bit, and see what we can get going for the second half, the same as these teams, because right now everything's working really well. Can someone come up with something to slow them down?
Yeah, both defenses back on their heels. Back to throw now on first down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 28 yards to gain there on the catch and run.
And the Cowboys first down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
And he will find his man on the outside. Here's 2nd and 3.
He's out of bounds at the 11-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Back to throw again. And he's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point try now from Dicker. He's got it. This thing's turning a bit wild here. We're tied at 28. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Bengals offense and Jamar Chase set to take over once more. And it may be time for this defense to start throwing a second defender his way, because whatever they've done, it has not worked in this first half. Now Burrow. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow to Gabriel, middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Burrow looking to pass. Open man is Chase, complete. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. This is 2nd and 8. And Burrow going to throw again. 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and they have regained the lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
They'll throw now on the final play. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. It's caught inside the 25. So halftime straight ahead. Let's get you down to the Sunshine State and Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. Week 14 is here, the final 5 weeks of the regular season. Teams jockeying for position. Let's get after it. Our trip around the league starts now, and it kicks off in South Florida. The Dolphins at home to take on the 49ers. And it's the Miami defense that comes up with the big play here. This would turn out to be one of the biggest plays of the game. The Dolphins are getting hot. It's a 3rd straight win, and they take this one in style. From there, it's off to SoFi Stadium. We're looking on the Rams as they play host to the Seattle Seahawks. And it's the Seahawks quarterback. He's going to take this one himself. He also had fun, and they got it. A victory that helps them keep pace in the NFC wildcard race. One more to bring you now. Let's go to Vegas, shall we? The Raiders hosting the Denver Broncos. And this is the running back. He's going to bull his way in from a couple yards away. And time now for one more look at the rest of the scores from around the NFL. In the game you're watching, it's been tight throughout, a field goal separating these two sides through 2 quarters. As we send you back out to the stadium with Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The visitors' offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of the halftime talk for this defense. We've got to find a way to slow him down. That's probably what they're saying. But nothing that they have done has worked so far. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 125 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now a handoff as they run left side. What a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What, is it 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to the end zone real fast.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
1st and goal, Dallas.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Cowboys have retaken a third-quarter lead. Dicker down to tack on the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. 5 plays there on that drive. And a 9-yard run on the end of it. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Now he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
At the 26-yard line.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. Well, they brought the lead into this third quarter, and now they're really stepping up, setting a tone here defensively.
They came right out roaring because you had to know that in the locker room, they talked about setting that tone that you just described, continuing the dominance that they exhibited in the first half.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big third down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is fielded at the 27. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
And the Cowboys, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They go play action here on 1st down. That is caught by Lamb. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. And officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
There's a nice move. Now a second stiff arm. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 181 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
18-yard line.
Right back to him on 1st down. And stepped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 15 yards last play and 15 yards here this go-around.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. kicker on now to try the field goal.
This is a 26-yard attempt.
A 26-yard attempt.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. So now out comes this offense led by their quarterback as they take over once more. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him. And he'll look to keep it rolling right here. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
That'll put him at 95 receiving yards now as he's got a first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Shoves him aside near the 35. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
At the 34-yard line.
So another on-target throw, and that last one, Charles, going to put him up over 5,000 yards passing out for the season, and that is not an insignificant number.
Indeed it is not, because this is not a big list, and most of the guys on Drew Brees, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Dan Marino, they either are or will be Hall of Famers.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Here's Burrow. Shakir hauls it in. It'll be a gain of just a yard. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback. Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
This offense and their running back headed back onto the field. And you have to imagine this defense saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the 3rd quarter. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. They'll set up a throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
And they visited the end zone frequently in this one, and obviously they wanted another one. But give credit to the defense there. They may not make the comeback, but pride showed. Good sack on that play.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's third down. He'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 15-yard line.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. Able to hit his target, Lamb. Ball sits on the 10, second and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5 at the 10-yard line.
He'll keep it himself. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Back to throw here. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. For quarterbacks, there are a number of ways to measure a good statistical season. This is one of them. That last touchdown pass, his 30th on the year. Extra point try now from Dicker. And the lead is up to 14. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's capped off for the Cowboys touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. This offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. A carry here for Trevion Henderson. And a result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. Now a give right side. It's Shepard. And he'll only get a yard to bring up third and 1.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a...
And the Cowboys have recovered. On those sneaks, Charles, so many arms, bodies in there. Tough to protect it. You see it there.
And you and I both know that behind closed doors, coaches just call that careless. You know you're going into a mass of bodies, and they're going to be reaching for the football, and you're taught just to get low, protect the ball, and just drive forward and get what little yardage you need. In this case, let the ball get away from his body. It got knocked free.
Dallas offense set for this next drive. And they sit in a good spot, having the ball back after the fumble recovery and up 2 scores in the fourth quarter. He stiff-arms him, and he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Well, 227 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. to throw. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Cowboys are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. I'm pretty sure that was a passing play, but he took off pretty quickly and ran with it.
Love his decisiveness on it because you're exactly right. He was supposed to go back in the pocket and survey the field and throw the football. But when that hole opened, he just said, forget it, let's go. And boy, did that work out well.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Cameron Dicker to kick off.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going into the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
He's got his target. That's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd.
The 40-yard
line. Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they can run ragged throughout.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now 2nd and 3.
Number 4. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 20-yard line.
Burrow will throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
That's another Bengals 1st down.
Again, it's Burrow. Toward the pylon, caught. 2nd and goal from the 1.
A 6-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd.
Now they'll bring one of their tight ends in motion right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. This likely a must-have, 3rd and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. And that sack brings up 4th and goal, a loss of 7. Big play.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach have plenty to say about this game.
The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. Well, you feel the excitement build on those 4th down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on 4th down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated now. Big stop on 4th down. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as he's able to take this up to the 30-yard line.
First down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
And the Cowboy first down.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down. He'll drop to throw. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. The offense on 3rd down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 6. That is caught. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Cowboys first down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
First and 10 at the 20.
They'll look to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 2nd and 7 from the 20.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Back to throw again. And this one quickly to Lamb. And Lamb going to have a Cowboys first down as he gets this down to the 13-yard line.
Cowboys first down. First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds and keeps the clock rolling. They're in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
Not in any rush offensively.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll try to run it in, going option right. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. That really sets him back. A loss of 6. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
2 things to watch. First is strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
For the field goal. A 20-yard attempt.
And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. He'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for the Cowboys, the win moves them to 12-1 now on the year. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, you wonder what this will do to their playoff prospects as they fall to 8-5. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.